السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Right now in front of you, you have again two scripts writing. One is the Usmani script and the other one is from the script from the subcontinent, the Nastaliq. There's a little difference in the two. As you can see, there is something in this one which is not in this one. There's a little noon. This is called the noon qutni in the mushaf in the subcontinent. We call it a little noon qutni. Here we don't have that, but the same thing is happening here. The rule is actually, the thing is, I think to simplify it for us, our non-Arab speaking people, they decided to just put that noon there so none of us would make those errors. But I think if we had learned this rule, it's not really that difficult. What is that? As you can see, this word yawma'idhin, there's a tanween here. Right after that, what's happening is that you have a hamzatul wasl, which means that it has no bearing. It's a joining hamza, so it can't really guide you with what to do. How are you going to do this? Yawma'idhin. And when you open this out, you have two scenes here. One is sakin and the other one is a fatha. Now how are you going to join this? When you see the tanween and it's followed by one of the shamsiya letters, you have this two sakins, because the rule is two sakins cannot come together. So here if you open this up and you have the tanween has got the noon sakin as part of that, that's dhin, and then I've split this part of the word up. There's the hamzatul wasl, then you have the lam, and this is the because the scene is a huruf shamsiya, that means that you do not hear the sound of the lam as you say it. So this is why the blend or the joining of the noon will have to be with the scene. Okay, will be with the scene. Now because it has got sakin and the rule is that two sakins cannot come together, the noon sakin will take on the kasra and it will join with the scene. So it will be nis. So here, let's go. Yawma idhinis salama. Okay, and here the same thing. Yawma idhinis salama. So this is already given here. All right. Let's go on to the next one. This is jazaan al husna. Okay, jaza. I'm just breaking it up. It's not read like that, but I'm just breaking it up for you to see. Two words. Jazaan. Okay. Al, because this, of course, we know the rule that whenever hamzatul wasl is followed by a lam in the sakin situation, it's always read al. That automatically it takes on the fatha, al. Okay, now here it's but the problem is that the next letter, the lam sakin, when it's to be joined, how will we join it? How will we say these two words together? When you open this word out, we have this al, noon sakin is in here, and then you have a hamzatul wasl followed by a lam. So how are you going to join the noon sakin to the lam? It's not possible. So again, the noon sakin will take on in this rule, because two sakins cannot come together. That's the rule. Two sakins cannot come together. So you will have the noon sakin taking on this kasra. So it'll be read anil. So we'll be saying jaza'anil husna. Okay, and here it's already done for you. Jaza'anil husna. Okay, you see that? Jaza'anil husna. But you see this? They haven't given you the tanween here, because they've used that. They're showing you that that noon qutni has been taking on that sound nil. They've dropped that tanween down here for you to see how you're going to join it. All right, jaza'anil husna. All right, and here is the next example, because I've taken a fatha, damma, and a kasra. This one is a damma. Wa amwalun, and then you have. How would you read this? If it's that three rule, hamzatul wasl starting with that letter, so of course you're going to read it iqtara, because you're looking at the third letter, 1, 2, 3. But we're not doing that right now. We're just looking at how are we going to join the two words. Wa amwalun iqtaraftumuha. That's how I would read it. But here, I don't want you to focus on that right now. I want you to focus on the fact that there are two sakins together. When you open it out, the nun sakin is represented here. And then you have hamzatul wasl, which is of no standing because it doesn't have anything on it. It's a joining hamza. And then right after that, you have the sakin. What are we going to do here? The rule is that two sakins cannot come together. So the nun sakin in this situation will take on a kasra. And so it would be read, I should have put that here, here, okay, so niqo, it would be niqo, okay, and here in this example, so we would read it, وَأَمْوَالُ نِقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا, and here in this one, وَأَمْوَالٌ, you see this, وَأَمْوَالٌ, it's no longer the lun here, this is dropped down here to show you that what you are supposed to do, وَأَمْوَالُ نِقْتَرَفْتُمُوهَا, okay, so this is the way it is represented by that, but it is exactly the same thing. You see that? So the reader should know that, the reciter should know that. This is how one should be able to read it. They've just tried to make it easier for us by doing it this way. But I still think that the children should know it, and I've literally taught this to the children and they have taken it on so fast. I showed them these examples and right away they did it. So we didn't need any spoon feeding, you know, we really didn't. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I wanted to show you an example of what we just did, the nun qutni, or you can say the ijtimai sakinain rule, that two sakins cannot come together. I wanted to show you this in the mushaf. Look at this. كذبت عاد للمرسلين. You see that? So I just wanted to point that out to you, that it's not that difficult if you try and do it. عاد للمرسلين. What's going to happen here is that the nun sakin is here, and then it's followed by another sakin letter. So what are we going to do here? We're going to take on the nun sakin of the tanween is going to take on a fatha, a kasra. So you read it adu nil mursalin, adu nil mursalin. So here we go, kadhabat adu nil mursalin. All right.